do a sort of Q&A on people's experiences on race food, the good, the bad, the ugly. So this is just going to be a video purely for entertainment, and then you can definitely comment in the comment section down below what kinds of videos you would like me to do from a race or student budget perspective. There's some stuff that I've planned, but I think, yeah, you guys can definitely just give your suggestions. I can work my way around them for sure. So yeah, let's get into it. Race food is horrible. They just feed us carbs and call it a day. Our nutrition is not a priority. Yeah, I understand the carbs thing. Yeah, I understand that completely. A lot of catering companies do, work with food service managers. Some of them do have a dietitian who's on board as well. But I think just the main thing is, that budget. Yeah, it's really just the budget, and yeah, I think it really doesn't feel like nutrition is the priority a lot of times, because when you see the kind of race food that a lot of places have, like it's fried food, it's the kinds of foods that you can easily prepare in bulk, but yeah, it's not always necessarily the most nutritious. Horrible. Yes, I agree. Amazing, we have 5 to 6 meal options to pick from every day. What university was this? I'd like to go there. Like, that's a lot of options. I think that's also one of the main things, that there aren't that many options when it comes to race food, and that's why so many people are so unhappy. I chose not to eat race food. I made my own and got reimbursed for the money I didn't spend. Okay, well, I think that makes sense. There are some bosses that are like also self-catering, but you can also choose if you want to eat, race food. So you're lucky that you had that option. I don't think a lot of people were as lucky as you are. The worst, that purple uni kept on feeding us potatoes every day. Like, I feel this completely. The same, it's always the same starches with that purple uni. Shame. I feel very sorry for you. Tuck's race food is pretty decent. More veggie options for their standard meals would be nice though. Okay, fair enough. I actually have eaten at a Tuck's race before. I don't know if I was allowed to. Their meals were pretty decent, like flavor-wise, but yeah, there definitely could have been a lot more veggie options. Horrible. Little to no healthy options, and if there is, it's so expensive. A healthy option, if I think of from the catering that we had in Stellenbosch on Tygerberg campus, there was like 37 rand or something, and the standard option is like 25 rand, so it's a lot more expensive than poverty emoji. Oh, I feel that because wow. Can I tell you, in first year, almost everyone got food poisoning, like all the first years, but it was bad. It was gastro. It wasn't just like, that food poisoning that goes away after like a couple of hours, you just, have a runny tummy or whatever, and then it's done. No, it was full on gastro. Do you understand what gastro is? You never want to experience gastro in your life. I'm telling you now, as someone who experienced gastro, and you know what, hey? I was in denial. I was like, no, I can't. Like, I would run to the bathroom and then I would try and keep it together, but things were just not cute. Yeah, race food is definitely vomit emoji inducing, because I think after that experience, because I had the choice either catering for myself or buying from race, I was like, I need to cook for myself. I can't experience that again. Like gastro, I don't think any first years from 2016, I don't think any first years will ever forget that gastro experience. It was so bad. Not bad at Rose. 5 options for lunch, dinner, including halal, vegetarian, and health options. I feel like, no, there was someone else who also mentioned like having 5 options. I think Rhodes is just good via race food. I feel like the rest of us is not the same. Crap. You see, everyone has a crap experience or like a really bad experience with race food. Cafeteria in China and hella cheap with healthy options too. Oh, must be in China. Hey, China's clearly doing the things via race food. Yeah, it's definitely more than South Africa. Lol, horror story. Scary. So scary. And that's something that bothers me so much, because it's like, it's a good time to start, if you haven't started making healthy habits, it's a really good time to start. So to have a whole like 3 years, 4 years where you're just not having quality meals for a lot of people, like Like I heard some people had pie and rice. Like that was not like you have pie and rice. that actually doesn't make sense. Uncooked rice, babes.
Cut the cameras. Dead end.
Uncooked. No ways. There's no way they did that to you guys. Usually the rice is so overcooked. Uncooked rice. Sure. Actually, wherever you went, they really put you through a lot, and I'm so sorry. There's no res food experience. Fair enough. We don't all go to study further. And yeah, studying further isn't for everyone, and I think I'm just grateful to have had that experience. The bottom. One decent meal a week, chicken schnitzel Wednesdays. Why does every single, I feel like every res has chicken schnitzel on like a Friday or Wednesday. Like chicken schnitzel is like a standard thing. Like the chicken schnitzel with either roast veg or like in a burger or something. Like chicken schnitzels always have to be there. I thought Wits res dining hall food was bad until I saw UCT. That's hectic. Yeah, actually, from what I've heard from people who study at Wits, it's not that bad. I've heard some horror stories from UCT res dining experiences. Not as bad as I thought it would be, but some days it's really just bad. And the thing is, guys, food is meant to be enjoyed, and for you to have to just stomach it every single day or have such limited options, because I know that it's always kind of the same stuff, and I don't blame catering companies for doing what they have to do within the budget. But yeah, it can get very repetitive, and yeah, some days are just terrible. I remember this one time where they made this tomato and onion gravy with wors, but I've never had wors that was that bad, and I've never had a bisto, whatever you call it, tomato onion soup that was that terrible. I think that was probably one of the days that I got food poisoning, and I would never expected anything less, to be honest. Very unhealthy and mostly unappetizing. Pretty gross most of the time. One word, ghetto.
I'm in the ghetto.
I think everyone feels like their experience is really bad, but some people have it better than others. I genuinely feel like some people have it way better. I feel like food on my campus, Tygerberg campus, is when I was still studying, I'm sure UCT food was better than ours, because ours was the same thing. It was always the same thing, and everything always tastes the same. The food is horrible. UCT was the pit. Pie, rice, and veg. Never gained so much weight in my life. You see, this is the pie and rice thing that I was talking about. Or I've heard pie and fries. It's just too much. Also, yeah, it's just really. I think a lot of people do gain a lot of weight. Also because you're out of your norm, and a lot of us did play a lot of sports in high school. We ate a certain way at home, and your body got used to that. Now it's a completely different change. You're maybe in a different city, and just getting used to being in a different environment can be something that that's your body reacts differently. And also, it's not always just a lot of the time it is the race food that is to blame, but also it is healthy to gain a little bit of weight when you leave high school, because it's natural. It's natural to gain a bit of weight. It's okay. Terrible, except for Wednesdays. We had fries. You see, Wednesdays, I don't know what, every place, it's either Wednesdays or Fridays that are the good days. But it's not good healthy wise, it's just good taste wise. The food is just better, because it's easy to make chicken schnitzel or fries taste nice. You just add a little bit of seasoning, or the chicken schnitzel's already has all the flavor that it needs. So it's just the ghetto. I hated it so much. My last meal in the DH was the best. At least the Last Supper made up for it a little bit. I'm sure it didn't make up for it that much, because appalling. Tasteless. The veggies sometimes too hard, but other times they would surprise us with tastier food. I like that they gave us fruit and yogurt with our meals at lunch and dinner. That's nice that they gave you snacks, because I think, if it was just breakfast, lunch and dinner, and sometimes, you need something to keep you, going in between meals. So it's good that they actually gave you some snacks. Lunch was always enough, dinner not, but I also gained 6 kgs in the first 6 months. In first year, so I could have chosen more healthy options. Yeah, no. I think, yeah, like I said, there's so much that happens in like just being in new environments, and like, you know, yeah, also just like it's stressful, so that can also be another reason. Like there's so many reasons you're gaining weight, but I'm very sure that, yeah, the rest food definitely adds to it. Cooking in your room in France, life changed for the better when I got an air fryer. Must be nice. An air fryer. I've never thought of getting one. Maybe I should get one one day. But that's actually pretty cool. That's actually really cool that you have an air fryer. I was in France for 3 years, so shout out to you, France. I didn't cook in my room. I cooked in the like communal areas to cook, but I did have a friend who had a stove in her room, so I would always go to her room to cook. A lot of bloating because of drinking fizzy drinks and fries almost every single day. Yo, you see how they just love potatoes, eh? They'll make like they just add potatoes in anywhere, and fries and fizzy drinks every day. It does not sound fun. Yeah, bloating actually, it doesn't sound fun at all. But yeah, I think that brings us to the end of this video. Listen, people weren't shy, and I think the majority of people have had pretty, I think there's very few people who actually can say there was decent rest food. Yeah, which I think is something that should change, because, I mean, if you're going to be studying, you need to make sure that you're getting enough energy, you need to be nourished, you can't be feeling sluggish when you're in lectures because you had a terrible meal. Yeah, and I think that food also has a very big impact on your well-being, and if you're having bad food all the time, it's gonna affect you in one way or another. And I think a lot of people, when they first go to res, when they first start in university, they do gain a lot of weight. So let me know. I think that there are ways that you can work around your res food experience. You can definitely, yeah, there's definitely a lot of different ways that you can make it better, because a lot of the times a lot of people maybe don't eat breakfast there, so breakfast can be a way for you to get in a lot of nutrients. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I'll talk about in another video that can really help for people who are actually eating res food, just to make it better and make it, not only make it maybe taste better or like make it easier for you to eat it, but also just to make it a little bit healthier. So I will give those tips in another video, but I think that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Click on that notification bell to get a notification every single time that I post. And I'll see you in the next video.